Panoorin po natin ito.
Sir Duterte blazed a foreign policy that is independent and pro-Filipino. He ended the country's subservience to foreign states and opened new political, economic, and social relations with other countries based on mutual respect and our national interest. It is an echo of Rizal's actual shift from colony to national nationhood, making the Philippines the forerunner of the freedom movement in all colonized Asia. For making the forgotten and exploited Filipino feel that the government is listening and at their side. By identifying himself with Filipinos who are the least, the last, and the lost, he enabled them to see leadership not on marble pedestals but in the heartbeats of compassionate service and honest governance. Sir Duterte, with his reputation for integrity, bias for the poor, and quick action to victims of injustice, gave hope to the majority of the Filipinos. His servant leadership shows the tradition of the national hero present in him. Rizal's 4 years of selfless service in Dapitan put pride and faith in the company of the poor and the forgotten in the backwater pueblo at the edge of nowhere. For courage, conviction, and emotional strength in taking on the difficult problem of drugs, Sir Duterte waged an uncompromising war against drugs. It is a war we cannot lose, for it's determinative of the future of the youth, crucial to the unity of the family, and the key to survival of the nation. The war was fraught with opposition, difficulties, and insurmountable problems that the drug lords and their protectors were nearly invincible. Sir Duterte took up the challenge at the risk of his life, and he showed inimitable courage and conviction in freeing our people from enslavement of drugs. Rizal gave up his life that the Filipino will be free from all species of slavery. For determination and unbending adherence to his duty as president and to achieve Rizal's dream of a nation ruled by virtue and with peace and prosperity. Determined and unbending in the fulfillment of his oath and obligation as president, Sir Duterte steadfastly unfolds the interests of the people over and above everything. In turn, the people gave him their faith and bestowed on him an extra high acceptance rating that continues to the day despite often undeserved criticism. This confidence inspires Sir Duterte to institute deeper, broader, and more inclusive reforms in government to achieve Rizal's dream of a nation ruled by virtue and with peace and prosperity, including Rizal's dream of a federal republic for the country. In fitting tribute, grateful recognition and profound appreciation of his unparalleled determination to pursue the vision and values of the Knights of Rizal, enshrined in its charter and bylaws, this degree is given, conferred during the 21st International Assembly and Conference this 23rd day of February 2017, Anno Domini at SMX Convention Center, Davao City. Signed, Sir Renato S. Puno Sr., KGCR, Supreme Commander. Attested, Sir Maximo Salazar, KGOR, Supreme Pursuant.
Sir Rodrigo Roa Duterte, KCR, by virtue of the powers vested upon me as a Supreme Commander of the Knights of Rizal, I hereby confer upon you the highest degree of the order, the Knight Grand Cross of Rizal. For and in behalf of all the Knights of Rizal, I congratulate you, Sir Rodrigo Roa Duterte, KGCR, for receiving this honor. And ours is the distinct privilege to confer upon you the highest degree within the gift of the order.
Illustrious Supreme Commander, I now propose that our new Knight Grand Cross of Rizal, Sir Rodrigo Roa Duterte, KGCR, address this assembly.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, Sir Rodrigo Roa Duterte, the President of the Republic of the Philippines.
Thank you, everyone. You may be seated now. Please, you may take your seats. May we call on the Supreme Commander, Sir Renato Puno Sr., to please introduce our guest of honor. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Chief Justice Renato Puno Sr., Supreme Commander, Knights of Rizal, and other members of the Supreme Council, members of the Knight of Rizal, honorable guests, my beloved countrymen. Your conferment upon me today of the Knight Grand Cross of Rizal, the highest degree which the Knights of Rizal could give any person with, is truly humbling. I must confess, however, that I suffer the sense of inadequacy, knowing that I stand before an assemblage of men who are suffused with patriotic fervor, deeply imbued with Dr. Rizal's ideals and visions, and dedicated to the diffusion of his writings and teachings. Tell me, how does one relate appropriately to such people with lofty credentials? That is the circumstance under which I labor, and I can only hope that I do justice to the award that you bestow upon me today. My friends, when I threw my hat in the presidential ring, I knew that our country was beset with a multitude of problems, some minor, but mostly major. I did not know then how deeply ingrained and enormous those problems were. Nonetheless, and early on, I felt that there must be a meaningful change or reform with those occupying the highest positions in government. We know what we need